Hi everyone, my name is Otis, your digital marketing analyst. You're welcome to our show today. So every Saturday, we come here to answer questions and answers on digital marketing and how to get online. So this week, we got a question from, uh, sorry, we got a question from Steve. So, and I just want to say thank you, Steve, for sending in this question. And the question is how to start an e-commerce business. So, and we all know that this is actually a better time to begin to think about if you have not already started, how you can actually start your online business, because the pandemic has actually given us an insight of what the future is going to look like. So going to just have quite a little presentation to show you that. So, and if you're still watching and you have your question, you can actually send us your question. So we'll respond to your question as soon as possible. So I'm going to share my screen. I just have a kind of a little PowerPoint to show you how our discussion outline for today. Let's get that. Don't mind me. I've done these before now. So, okay. So now I'm just getting started now. So our topic today would be starting an e-commerce business. Like as I said, there's no other time to get started than now, because the future of e-commerce is incredibly looking bright, because a lot of businesses are actually smiling to the bank in this last 1 year, because a lot of people who never thought that they could go online are actually enjoying shopping online. So that luxury, so, and the beauty of it all, and that's what making businesses who are online today, that's what is making them to actually smile, because it's actually increasing their bottom line. So like as I said, I'm going to circle back to the topic, which is starting an e-commerce business. So for newbies that are contemplating or want to start an e-commerce business, so I just want to let you know that it is also challenging and very, very daunting, because you need to put quite a lot of bits and pieces together. And that is why we create this forum, this YouTube channel, and this Facebook page also, to reach out to our audience, because there are quite a lot of things that you need to learn about going online. So I'm going to circle back and move to our discussion point today. So we'll be looking at what is e-commerce, and the e-commerce trend, and the type of e-commerce, and what we need to actually get started, and how we can adapt to the changing environment, and what we need to do moving forward. So that's what we're going to focus today. But before I move further, I just want to say thank you to all of you that have logged on today, and all of you that have subscribed to our channel. And if you have not done so, please just hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, so that you get an alert when we release a new video, and also to encourage us to be creating a video to be on this platform. So I say once again, thank you. So now I'm going to circle back to our discussion, which I've actually stated. I'm not going to waste your time. This is a question and answer section, and we'll pick one question, then create a topic around it, and see if we can answer our audience or our fans' question, or meet their expectation. So now we've seen our discussion point, which centers around e-commerce. So now the question is, what is e-commerce? So what is e-commerce? So I'm just going to give it the simplest definition that I can. So e-commerce actually refers to buying and selling of goods and services using the internet as a medium or as a channel, which involves the exchange of value or exchange of money and data to actually execute this transaction. So if you're selling, that means somebody's giving out money and someone is receiving, and the person who is receiving is actually giving something tangible, either in service or in product, to the person who is making that payment. So it's just similar to the traditional way of doing business. So you open a store and someone comes to your store, pay you money, and you give out the goods. But the only difference is that this one is contactless. So you don't see the person face to face. And that is what the internet, that's the world we are now. And that's what makes the difference, because it actually eliminates the barrier of entry, looking for money to rent your store, looking for location. So, but the internet has actually solved that problem. So it is not location based, it is global. So whenever, as soon as you get online, your business is open to the entire world. So now we're talking about how this buying and selling, how it happens on the internet. So that's what we're going to talk. And if you are watching this video and you're about to start, or you're starting, you're getting things wrong, so just listen to us. So we're just going to give you quite some guideline on how you can actually get started, and the things that you need to get started if you have not really started. So I'm just going to talk about the different types of e-commerce. So it is important that we understand the different type of e-commerce. If you are contemplating selling item online, the biggest question is actually, where are my audience? Where are my customers? Where do I get product to actually sell online? So once these questions are answered, where you get products and who your customers are. So, and we're going to that part of who your customers are. First of all, identifying that. So the first is, there's what we call the B2B. So if you want to start your e-commerce business, so there are two things that you're looking at, three things that you're looking at. Who are you selling to? So are you selling to business? The product that you want to sell online, is it, are you selling to business? So what that means, the B2B means that when a business sells goods or services to another business, so that's business to business. So then you have the business, which is B2C, you have the business to consumer. So what that means, that when you as a business or your business sells a good, sell goods and services to an individual consumer like you and I. So that is also part of the e-commerce, but we're going to go through the model in more detail. Then you have the C2C, when a consumer sells a goods and services, or goods or services to another consumer. So that is also part of the e-commerce that we're going to actually look at. So this three type is the first thing that you want to ask yourself the question, who am I selling to? So once these questions are answered, then you can really you can really start selling. So not really start selling. So once you get that, then what you need to do is how do you get to these customers? What do you need? So that brings us to the next step, which is what do I need to get started? What do I need to start an e-commerce business? So the first thing that you need is a product. The first thing, before I go for that, let me make this clarification. I was thinking it slipped through. So under the type of e-commerce, we'll talk about B2B, B2C, and C2C. So each of these, like the traditional commerce, which we all know, it has the risks are higher, because when you buy products, you have to put it in a warehouse or you stock it somewhere, then it increases your risk, because if anything happens to it or you're unable to sell, so the cost, that will increase your cost of business operation, because which will eat into your profit. But when you come to this, when you talk about the modern commerce, which is called the e-commerce, so it has a low risk, and you don't have to commit an upfront cost, because your suppliers that have the product, they warehouse the product. So they send this product directly to your customers in your own name or in your own business model. And In my previous video, I talked about how to actually reach out to the suppliers. So you can just pick your phone and just let them know that you want to sell their product, because they are looking for people who are smarter than them to market their product and services to the consumer. So you have your network, you have the people who are actually looking up to you. So you can use that network to actually sell this product. So you become a medium to drive traffic, a referral traffic to these suppliers and these manufacturers. So in turn, you earn a commission for doing that. They pay you for referring a value traffic. When I mean a value traffic, it's not just referring people to them, it's people that buys the product. So once they buy that product, so you get paid. You set your commission once you get your minimum retail price. If the price of the product costs $100 and you're selling it for $150, so $50 become yours. So the good thing is that you get paid first before you supply the goods, before you pay your merchant or your suppliers. So now we're looking at what do you need to actually get started. The one is the product and suppliers. So you need a product. So based on our research, we just selected some few drop shipping companies that you can actually sign up with. Well, drop shipping it's just the process of having a business having a business supply a product to your customer directly without coming in contact with that customer. So the customer pays you, you pay the supplier supplies the product. So that's what drop shipping means. That's what we are talking today. So now I'm going to circle back to what we have, the product. A lot of people have asked me, how do I get started? How do I find a supplier online? So it's just a simple Google research. It's a simple Google research that can help you to actually get this the supplier that are paid drop shippers, that they want you to pay for their services, for them to give you their product data feed of the businesses that you want to sell their product. So what this drop shipping agent or drop shipping site does is that they kind of bring different companies that are willing that are looking for people who will sell their product online. They bring them together under the same platform. So, and as a result of that, some are not giving it out for free. So you have to pay a certain amount of money, either yearly or monthly, for you to enjoy their services. But outside that, you have other businesses that are offering it for free. Probably they get paid by the company either for listing their businesses or their product on that website. So it's just a kind of a mixed one. So so that's why I just did a selection like the Go 10. So these are US based drop shippers. So they have different varieties of product that you can go through and see the one that can profit you, that you want to sell. And if you are selling product for businesses, please just look for a higher margin because of the incidental costs that you are going to incur in the process of setting up your website, in the process of advertising this product, and the time that you spend and creating that awareness to your audience. So you have to factor those things in and see if it is worth the effort. So another one is also worldwidebrands.com, AliExpress, the suppliersdata.com, and the Doba. Doba is actually very, very popular among the e-commerce folks. So now, once you find the supplier, the next thing is the platform. But sometimes I think it's always good for you to actually have I encourage people to actually, once you've made your decision, just once you made your decision, just create a platform, because most time this company want to see how your platform, they want to see your website, they want to see how it looks, they want to see if that actually represent their image. There's some that don't care. So and I've actually given you some platform which is called the content management system, that you can actually create a simple page where to list your product. You have the WordPress, you have the Squarespace, you have the Wix, you have the Magento. So these are platforms that you can actually create. WordPress is free, so WordPress is free, so you can actually use that, and it's one of the best content management system if you're looking at creating an e-commerce store. The only downside is that you just need to have your security installed because of it's one of the most popular, and as such is kind of vulnerable to attacks by these bad guys out there. But once you plug those holes, once you cover those holes, you're good. So that's just the only downside. So then I'm going to another thing that you need to get started. If you have made up your mind, you've made up the decision to start an e-commerce website, or you want to start selling online, the one thing you need is your domain name. Domain name is just like your street address. That's what people ask about, your address online. So if you want people to get through to your store, all you need is just to give them your link, your address. That www.abc.com or asz.com, that is your domain name, and that represents you online. It's just like the satellite navigation that actually give direction. So that's what your domain name is all about, and I'm going to give you where you can actually get those domain name. You have the domaincode.com. So these are good hosting services with 99% uptime guarantee. Then you also have the GoDaddy, which you all know, which is the father in the industry. Then you have the HostGator, you have the Namecheap, and many more. But I'm giving you those that have 99 uptime guarantee. By the time you go deep into it, you begin to talk about the SEOs and all that. So that's where you find out how important these things are. So, and also you need a hosting. A hosting is what keep your business on the internet, while your business will be 24-hour live. That when you are sleeping, it is communicating with your target audience. That's the hosting. So these companies that I've also listed, they also offer hosting services. Offer hosting services. So now again, so I'm just going to circle back again. So then we have the payment gateway. So the payment gateway is very important, especially if you're in the e-commerce business, if you have integrated the checkout process in your business. So that's where that transfers your money. It's kind of a medium that takes the money from the customers right on your website and deposit that money into your bank. That's what we call the payment gateway. So, and if you're a beginner, you have the free version for PayPal. PayPal is very good. Then you have the authorized net. These ones are paid. Then you have the Stripe and many more out there. But PayPal is very good because one, you don't have to pay a monthly fee for PayPal, and they are prompt in terms of transferring the money to your account. So you need to check that once you are, if you are choosing a gateway, please try to know what is how fast do they transfer money, because that could be another issue when your customer pays you and you want to pay your suppliers to supply, and your merchant is taking days to transfer that money, and that will affect that customer experience, and coming back to your site will be something very difficult, because where the world we are now is kind of laser speed. So, and you don't want to mess around with your customers. So then we're going to talk about your banking and accounting information. It's also very important for you to have a bank account to do the transaction, because most time you might need money and you might want to pay with your credit card, you might need to pay with your debit card. So once the paper accept that money, you can actually transfer that into your account if what your supplier wants you to do. They want you to pay through debit card, or they want you to pay through check, so you can actually do that transaction. So once you do that, what you need to do is to link your accounts to your merchant account, so that you can seamlessly transfer money back and forth from your merchant. So like I said, merchant is your gateway. So now another important thing here is your traffic source. So once you get all this in place, then you're good to go. So what do you need to do? The next bottleneck or your headache is just about your traffic source. Where are you going to get the traffic? You have what we call the earned media, which is like, okay, your Facebook, the social media platform, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest, and a whole lot of other social media. So you can actually use them to drive your traffic by creating a kind of group on Facebook, or being active, or telling stories about the product that you're selling. So to actually get people to engage with your product, because it is engagement is very important, because that increases your click-through rate. The click-through rate is the number of time people sniff to look at what is this product all about, and it takes them to your site. They click at it and all that. So that also helps your visibility on the internet, which is another topic for another day. How to grow your business online. I also have videos on that. You can check our YouTube channel to actually see that. So now, so I talked about the organic traffic is those challenging for beginners, because that had to do with the science behind what people see on the front, why your page have to show up on Google. So that involves a little tweaking the title of your product. How appealing is it to your audience? So that's where that one comes into. And we're spending so much time, so I'm almost coming to the end of it. Then which the organic traffic is ongoing. So tweaking your pages to make sure that it is search engine friendly, that Google picks it and show it to people who are searching for that particular product. So then you have the paid advertising, and the paid advertising is paying Google, paying Facebook to actually show your product to those who are looking for it. That's what it means. So, and that gives a kind of tremendous amount of traffic, because it is paid for. But that, after that, that doesn't actually help your organic growth. But it is very important for immediate gains to reach out to a wider audience, because Google, Facebook, and other platform like Bing that offer the advertising platform, they are quick in terms of showing that to people who are looking for that product. That's why advertising is also very good, that complements your organic pay. But for newbies, you can just start. You can start small, start little by little. So so that won't so that you don't break your bank. So another thing is that we're coming to the end of it all. So we can work together. So if you want us to work with you, so we'll go to our website. We'll have tons of information out there that can actually help you to grow your business organically. So we've written quite a lot of articles on search engine optimization, on visibility, on how to increase your business, how to expose your business, how to create that awareness of your business online. And also we have an email. To I've given my personal email. You can reach me. I'll respond to you as soon as possible. Then our social media, we'll have I have a Facebook page. I have my personal Facebook page, and I have the business Facebook page, and also have my LinkedIn page. I've been very active on LinkedIn and Facebook. I'm getting active in other social media platforms. So just go there, leave your comments, and like us on Facebook, and also subscribe to our channel on YouTube. So I'm coming to the end of today's question and answer section, and I want to say thank you to all of you that have logged on today, and I look forward to seeing you next week Saturday to answer your question. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, and share also with your friends if you like what we're doing, just to encourage us. And also on Facebook, hit the like button, and also hit the follow button. I want again to say thank you, and I look forward to see you next week. Have a great day.